Yashodanandana Bradajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Bradajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Bradajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Bradajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Muspat Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Sattare Sarasmadhati Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jaya Ananta Kodi Vaishnavindra ki Jaya Navacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki Jaya Prem se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki Jaya Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Sam Khanda Radha Khanda Giridhar ki Jaya Vrindavan Dham ki Jaya Navadvip Dham ki Jaya Ganga Mai की जाए जमुना माई की जाए गुरु द्वारका धाम की जाए स्वामी तो भक्तविंद की जाए और ग्लोरी टू द और ग्लोरी टू द थैंक यू वेरी मच ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Kamang vavarshya parjanyak, kamang vavarshya parjanyak, sarva kama dhukhamahi, sarva kama dhukhamahi, sisichuksma vrajangavak, sisichuksma vrajangavak, payasodhasvatir muda, payasodhasvatir muda. Kamang vavarshya parjanyak, kamang vavarshya parjanyak, sarva kama dhukhamahi, sarva kama dhukhamahi, sisichuksma vrajangavak, sisichuksma vrajangavak, payasodhasvatir muda, payasodhasvatir muda.
Anyone can do it?
10th chapter, text 4. Translation. During the reign of Maharaj Yudhishthir, the clouds showered all the water that people needed, and the earth produced all the necessities of man in profusion. Due to its fatty milk bag and cheerful attitude, the cow used to moisten the grazing ground with milk.
kamang, dharmartha kama moksha. The human society, to make everything very regulated. The prescription is dharma, artha, kama and moksha. Dharma means to be situated in one's position. That is called dharma. Dharma is not a kind of faith. Faith is sometimes blind. That is not dharma. Just like we say, varnasam dharma. Chatur varnam maya system. Varna, Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. This combination of 8 makes dharma, constitutional position. Everyone is animal. So if one is not trained up in these 8 principles of human society, so that is not dharma, it is sentiment. Less intelligent class of man, they manufacture some process of so-called dharma, sentiment, but that does not stand very long. It will vanquish. But if dharma is accepted on the principles of these varnasam dharma, that is for material purpose, that is not for spiritual purpose. Although there is hint of spiritual life, still they are prakita. So dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Dharma means to stay in one's constitutional position. That is dharma. Artha, means keeping oneself in one's constitutional position to get livelihood, artha. Without artha, livelihood. Kama, the sense gratification or fulfilling the needs of life. That is kama. Just like devotees, they have also got kama. We are trying to become devotee. This is also one kind of kama, but this is spiritual kama. It is not material. Narottam Das Thakur has described kama krishna karmarpane, because there is kama, and when the kama is not fulfilled, generally materially kama means lust, desire. So if our kama, lust or desire is not fulfilled, the next position is krodha. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, bhaya. These are different associates, one after another. If your desire is not fulfilled, then you become angry. Then after becoming angry, you become very greedy. Then you become bewildered. Then become illusion. Then you become fearful. Therefore, there must be some regulative principle to fulfill our desire. And how the regulative principle comes to be fulfilled. Here it is said, Kama Bavarsa Parjanya. Bavarsa means showering. And Prajana means rain. Prajana, rain. So our all needs are showered from up. Therefore we pray, Eko jo bahunam vidadhati kaman. God, rain is not under your control. Rain, it comes from sky, through the cloud. It is not under your control. When there is scarcity of rain, it is not your so-called science can produce rain. No, that is not possible. Drop, so many places, last 2-3 years. So kama, our necessities of life, from material point of view, it is fulfilled by rainfall from the sky. If there is no rainfall, you cannot produce anything. Kamang Bhavsa, this is the description during the reign of Maharaj Yudhishthira. Maharaj Yudhishthira was the king of this earth, and he was so pious that on account of his piety, Krishna supplied everything sumptuously. Sumptuous. Now have you ever experienced, now here it is stated, Shishu Chusma Brajana Gava. Now we are hankering after milk, but in those days, during Maharaj Yudhishthira's time, milk was so sufficiently produced that before milking the cow, it supplied milk so sufficiently that the, what is called, grazing ground, pasturing ground, they become muddy. They become muddy with milk. Now, with the scarcity of rain, the earth also does not become muddy, it becomes dry, hard. But in those days, with milk, it was muddy. Just imagine how much milk was. And how it is possible? Sisichu sma brajana gava poyasudhas bati muda. The milk bag was so fatty and full with milk. Why? Muda. They were so happy. They are so happy. If you keep the cows happy, then cows will supply large quantity of milk. If the cow knows that you are going to kill it, she is always afraid, always fearful. How this man will kill. They can understand. I have seen in New Vrindavan, one cow she was crying because her calf was taken away. So she was feeling so sorry. Now, in our New Vrindavan, we see how the cows are happy, how they are dealing. They are not afraid. This is our duty, to keep the cows happy. Just like I want to see my wife and children happy. Similarly, it is the duty of the human society to see that the cows feeling very happy. This is human civilization. Otherwise it is tiger civilization, meat eaters. Meat is not eaten by human beings. It is eaten by the dogs, by the tigers, by the animals. So we have created a society for killing cows and eating the meat and maintaining slaughterhouse in the name of religion. This is going on. Now how you can be happy? There cannot be happiness. It is not a sentiment. Therefore, this is most sinful activity, meat eating, cow killing. Most sinful activity. And you have to suffer from it. Unfortunately, these rascals, they do not know what is the result of these sinful activities. They think the life will go on and there is no more life. After finishing up this body, everything will be finished. Atheistic theory. Vashyabhutasya dehasya kutah punaragamana bhave. Kutah? Who is coming? But that they do not know, rascals. We get information from Krishna. Tatha dehantara prapti. You have to accept another body after this, finishing this body. But they are not responsible. They are so irresponsible, they do not care for the next life. The result of pious and sinful activities. So, it appears that how much strictly the cow protection was there, so that the gava, Payasudhas Batin Muda, you will see Krishna is always with cows, and how the cows look very happy with Krishna. And Krishna is personally teaching how to protect cows. He became a cowherd boy. He was king's son, Maharaj Nanda's, but his business was to take the cows and the calves daily to the pasturing ground. And it was very sportive engagement with the cowherd boys. The cows were grazing and the boys, they took their meals in a pot, tiffin carrier. Not tiffin carrier in those days, somewhere or other. And they used to eat them, distribute amongst the friends. Sometimes the tiffin carrier was stolen by one boy and he was searching, and then it was so just like the boys do. This was the children's life, to take protection, to give protection to the cows, to the calves. The small children, up to 6 years, 7 years old, they used to take care of the calves. And the elderly men, they used to take care of or elderly boys, they used to take care of the grown-up cows. So, the cows are fed very nicely. Brajan, therefore Vrindavan is called Brajabhu, where there are many cows. It is called Gokula. Gokula, Go means cows, and Kula means group. Gokula. Govardhana. Govardhana hill. Because the cows were grazing on the hill and profuse grass was being grown and they are enjoying. So there should be arrangement. Just like here we see there are so many open fields and the cows are grazing, but they cannot be happy because they know that they are simply raised for being killed. They cannot be happy. So our Krishna consciousness movement is not a sentimental movement. It takes care of all-round social organization. It is not something like religious sentiment. Everything should be taken care of. Therefore we say cow protection. Cow protection. Here it is said, Kamang Vavarsapajanna Sarvakama Dugha Mohi. Mohi means land. Bhumi. Agni Mohi Gaganamam Maruddisas Mohi. In another Brahma Samhita it is said Mohi. Agni Mohi Gaganamam Maruddisas Kalas Tathatma Manasiti Jagatrayani Jasmad Bhavanti Vibhavanti Vishanti Jancha Govindamadi Purusam Tamaham Vajan. This Mohi word is used there in the Vedas, Brahma Samhita. What is that Mohi? Agni Mohi. You require fire, you require land, you require sky, Agni Mohi Gagana, Ambu, you require water. Agni Mohi Gagana Ambu, Marut, you require air, you require space. These are requirements. Agni Mahi Gagana Mambu Marud Disas Kala, you require time, duration. Everything is there. Agni Mahi Gagana Mambu Marud Disasta Kalas Tathatma. Atma means this body, Atma means the mind, and Atma means the soul. So, in the Brahma Samhita you see, Agni Mahi Gagana Maruddisascha Kalas Tathatma Manasiti Jagatrayani Jasmad Bhavanti. Jasmad Bhavanti. All these things where from? They are coming. They do not know. Can the scientist say where from so much water has come? So vast ocean, seas. But it has come from Krishna. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhumi rapanalo vayu khangamano buddhiri bhinnami pakiti astadha. Bhinnami pakiti. It is Krishna's energy. Krishna's energy. So the Mohi, the land is there, just like in America or Australia. There are so much land, in Africa, so much land lying vacant. But they do not know that this land can produce all the needs of life. Sarvakama dugha mohi. Sarvakama, whatever you want. Actually, we are getting, just like this Western civilization has created so many slaughterhouses for eating purposes. But where from they are getting? From Mohi, from the land. If there is no pasturing ground, grazing ground, where from they will get the cows and the bulls? That is also because there is grass on the land and the cows and bulls eat them, therefore they grow. Then you cut their throat, civilized man, and eat. You rascal civilized man. But you are getting from the Mohi, from the land. Without land you cannot. Similarly, instead of cutting the throat of the cow, you can grow your food. Why? You are cutting the throat of the cows. After all, you have to get from the Mohi, from the land. So as they are the animal which you are eating, they are getting their eatables from the land. Why don't you get your eatables from the land? Therefore it is said, Sarvakama dughavai. You can get all the necessities of your life from land. So, dugha means produce. You can produce your food. Some land should be producing the foodstuff for the animals, and some land should be used for the production of your foodstuff, grains, fruits, flowers, and take milk. Why should you kill these innocent animals? You keep them muda, happy, and you get so much milk that it will moist, it will make wet the ground. This is civilization. This is civilization. And that was being maintained during the time of Maharaj Yudhishthira. That is being described. Maharaj Yudhishthira maintained this standard of civilization. Just see how the economic problems will be solved. Simply by one movement, this Krishna consciousness movement. Try to understand. Mahi, because Mahi will produce everything. Just like here in this Lethmod heath, there is so much land lying vacant. You produce your own food. Why you are going to London, to the factories? There is no need. This is wrong civilization. Here is land. You produce your food. If you produce your food, there is no need of going 100 miles, 50 miles on your motorcycle or motor to earn your livelihood. Why? There is no need. Then you require petrol, and the petrol is scarcity. Then you require so many parts, so many. That means you are making the whole thing complicated. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. There is no need. Simply you keep to the land and produce your food, and the cows are there, they will supply you milk. Then where is your economic problem? If you have sufficient grains, sufficient vegetable, sufficient meat from the land where you are living, where is your economic problem? Why you should go to other place? That is Vedic civilization. Everyone should remain in the spot and produce everything as he requires, and God will help you. Because you can produce from the land anywhere. The rainfall is there. If you have got land and the rainfall is regular, then you can produce anything. Kamang babarsa pajjanna. And how the rainfall will be possible, how regular rainfall, that is described in the Bhagavata. Jajñāt bhavati pajjanna. Pajjanyat anna sambhava. Is there Bhagavad Gita here? Jajñāt bhavati pajjanna. We are trying to give as much possible happiness to our students. Otherwise, unless one feels happy, how it is little difficult. Unless one is very advanced in Krishna consciousness, one cannot adjust things. Therefore, our policy is that what is called yoga bhavati siddhi, yuktahara viharascha, yuktahara viharascha, yoga bhavati siddhi. We are yogis, but we are not that kind of yogi, unnecessarily giving trouble to the body. No. Yuktahara. You eat. You require to eat. You eat. Don't starve. Don't unnecessarily fast. But don't eat voraciously. That is bad. That is not good. You eat, but don't eat voraciously, because there is something very palatable. Let me eat voraciously. And then again fall sick. And if you cannot digest, then you will sleep. You will sleep only. Therefore, don't eat more, but eat whatever is necessary. Yuktahara. Yuktahara viharascha yoga bhavati siddhi. Eat whatever necessary, where you can One man's food, another man's poison. One man eats, say, so much voraciously, the another man cannot digest. If he imitates, so he is eating so much, I will also eat so much. No. He can digest it, let him eat. But if you cannot digest, don't eat more. That is required. Right? What is that word?
Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyad anna sangbhavaha yagyad bhavanti parjanyo yagyah karma samudbhavaha.
Translation?
All living bodies subsist on food grains, which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yajna or sacrifice, and yajna is born of prescribed duties.
That's it. Everything is cycle. If you execute your prescribed duties as a Brahmana, as a Kshatriya, as a Vaishya, or as a Sudra, as a Brahmachari, as a Grihastha, as a Vanaprastha, or as a Sannyasi, divisions are there. Division must be there. Just like government. For executing nicely the governmental business, there are so many departments. Not that one department, only king, queen. Then government, why the government spending so much money maintaining so many building? Simply Queen's Palace, that Buckingham Palace, that is sufficient. No, there must be departments. So these are departments. This Brahmana, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas, the Shudras, just like in your body. There are departments. This department, brain, head. This is called head office. Head office. Why do you refer to the head office? It has come from this head. Why? Godhead, the Supreme God, head, the Supreme. Therefore we say Godhead. There may be many gods, but Krishna is the Supreme God. Head God, Godhead. That is described in the Bhagavad Gita. Matta paratanam nanyat kinchi jasti dhananjaya. There is no more superior person than me. So the divisions required. The divisions required. So for these divisions, making this division to work very nicely, the social order, there must be divisions. Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra. Without the division. So, read the verse again.
Annad bhavanti
Annad bhavanti
bhutani.
Bhavanti bhutan. Anna. Anna means food grains. Either animal or man. They must eat sufficiently. Either you eat grass or you eat rice or wheat or oats. Something must be eaten. So that is why they are called anna. In Sanskrit language, it is called anna. Anna means food grains. So, annad bhavanti bhutani. Every living entity lives. Nowadays there is scarcity of food grains, even the human being cannot eat sufficiently. But formerly the kings, they used to maintain elephants. They were supplied very nice chapatis. Do you know that? Still there are kings. There are elephants. Therefore elephant can be maintained by very rich man. If somebody comes, he says, take this elephant, I give you free. Will you take? Will you accept? You know that elephant will devour you. All your means of income, all family income, because you cannot maintain elephant. Therefore, in India, sometimes when 100 years ago, some students would come in England, especially London, and make a European English wife. In old days, they are doing that. So, people would say that this man is maintaining one white elephant. because the European wife means very much expenditure. So one Mr. P.R. Das, he was High Court judge. So he was taking bribe on account of maintaining white elephant. He married one European wife. The expenditure was very high. And in those days, for Indian it was a fashion to get a European wife. So this man married one European wife and his expenditure was very, very heavy. So High Court judge, he was getting only 4,000 rupees and his expenditure was 10,000 rupees. And therefore he was taking bribe. He admitted. So when he was detected by the Chief Justice, he was dismissed from the post. But this is the position. You should not expend more than your income. The kamam, yes, what is that? Anyat bhavati bhutan. Bhutani means embodied. Those who have taken, accepted, the living entities. They live by eating anna, either animal or human. They require anna, produce food grains. Food grains or grass or anything, as the animals eat and man eats, you must produce. And that production is there on the ground, not your factory, not in the Birmingham factories. There are many factories in Birmingham. You cannot produce food grain there. Therefore it is said, annad bhavanti bhutani. Then next.
Parjanyad annasambhava.
And parjanyad annasambhava. Parjanya means that if there is waterfall, rainfall, then you can produce anna. Parjanyad annasambhava. There is one after another. You require food grains. And for producing food grain, you require sufficient rainfall. Parjanyat annasambhava. Then
Yogyad bhavati parjanya.
Jagyat bhavati parjanya. And the rain supply will be regular if you perform sacrifice. Therefore, what is that next?
Yagyad bhavati parjanyo yagyah karma samudbhava.
Jagga karma samudbhavam. Jagga karma. Karma means according to the varnashram, Brahman should work according to his own position. They will chant Vedic mantra. That is also one karma activity. They must understand what is Vedas, they must explain. That is Brahmana's business. And Kshatriya's business, karma. This is called Kshatriya karma, sabhavaja. Brahma karma, sabhavaja. Vaishya karma, sabhavaja. Shudra karma, sabhavaja. By nature, one has got a particular type of work. So, Jagga karma sambhava, is that?
Yagyah karma samudbhava.
Karma samudbhava. If everyone is doing his duty nicely, as a Brahmana, as a Kshatriya, as a Vaishya, or as a Shudra, no, there is no question of that you are being, everyone has to do his work according to his capacity. Just like in ordinary life also, we do not see that everyone is able to do everything. No, there are certain class of men. If you want some help for repairing your electric wiring, you must call for an electrician, and not a carpenter. But when you want to repair a door, you require a carpenter. That is Vedic division. Therefore there was caste system. Everyone, I have seen in India still, in your country also you will find, the potters, during Diwali season, they make small dolls. So I have seen the potter's house, the children, 5 or 10 years old, They are also making small dolls, because by tradition, by family, the father is making doll, the mother is making doll, and the children also learning. Similarly, the weaver, you will find, you supply, still there are this system. You supply, Gandhi wanted to introduce this system. You produce your thread and give to the weaver, and weaver will give you cloth. Why you are looking after this?
Shamya bhishmoktamatacyutoktam pravritta vijnana viduta vibrama shoshasa gamindra ivajitashraya Paridyupanta manujanuvartita Nishamya bhishmoktamatacyutoktam Pravritta vijnana viduta vibrama Shoshasa gamindra ivajitashraya Paridyupanta manujanuvartita Nishamya bhishmoktamatacyutoktam Pravritta vijnana viduta vibrama Shoshasa gamindra ivajitashraya Paridyupanta manujanuvartita After listening, Bhishmoktam, what was spoken by Bhishma Deva, Atta, as also, Achyuta Oktam, what was spoken by the infallible Lord Krishna, Pravritta, being engaged in, Vijnana, perfect knowledge, Vidhuta, completely washed, Vibramaha, all misgivings, Shashasa, ruled over, Gam, the earth, Indra, the king of the heavenly planets, Iva, like, Ojita Ashrayaha, protected by the invincible Lord, Paridyupantam, including the seas, Anuja, the younger brothers, Anuvartitaha, being followed by them. Translation: Maharaj Yudhishthir, after being enlightened by what was spoken by Bhishma Deva and Lord Sri Krishna, the infallible, engaged himself in matters of perfect knowledge, because all his misgivings were eradicated. Thus he ruled over the earth and seas and was followed by his younger brothers.
So, here is a responsible monarch, Maharaj Yudhishthira. It is not that some rascal gets some vote and somehow or other he sits on the president's chair and secretly doing all nonsense. Just like your President Nixon is now detected so many things. The monarchy was not like that. Yet it is clearly said, Pravitya Vijnana Vidhuta Vibram. Vijnana Vidhuta. Maharaj Yudhishthira was thinking that for me, so many people have been killed, so I have become very, very much sinful. I am not fit for sitting on the throne, such a responsible throne. But his misgivings were dissipated by the words of Bhishma. Bhishma, his authority. Next to Krishna, Bhishma is one of the authorities. There are 12 authorities. Shambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kopila, Kumara, Manu, Prahlada, Bhishma, Janaka. They are the authorities of piety, religion. There are Mahajana Jina Gatasya Pantha. We cannot decide what is actually piety, religion. But if we follow Mahajana, great authorities, then certainly we are unmistakable. So, Yudhishthira Maharaj, now, of all the Pandavas, along with Krishna, they have come to Bhishma for taking his last instruction. He was lying on the bed of arrows for death. His father's benediction was that Bhishma would not die unless he desires to die. He was a very avowed brahmachari, truthful. And Bhishma recommended in the Rajasya Yajna that Krishna is greater brahmachari than me. Although I am brahmachari, but Krishna is greater brahmachari. Why? That I am brahmachari, I have avoided association of women. But Krishna, he was a young boy and he had so many young girls friends, still he was not sexually agitated. He is the greatest brahmachari. That is the recommendation given by Bhishma Dev. When Shishupal was criticizing Krishna, Bhishma Dev supported Krishna that what kind of brahmachari I am. He is greater brahmachari than me. I think I could not